Hey, good morning, guys. How's everybody doing today? Good. So here's another question I have here for you guys. Hey, Mark, can you teach us how our mind works and how to master and reprogram our mind for what we want instead of what we don't want? I understand that mind creates matter according to your teachings in quantum mechanics. We see that reality is just vibrations of frequencies and energy. And how do we manipulate this and bring it in to my physical experience? Thank you. Okay, so that's a good question. But so look, so if you're someone and you're suffering, say you're suffering from anxiety, you may have some depression stuff going on, you may have some low self-esteem, your confidence is shaky, you want to get what you want. Well, this is the video for you because I'm going to teach you and show you what your mind is, how it works, and how you can literally master your mind. So first thing we have to get is the understanding of the brain. Okay, so the brain is an organ. It's encapsulated in our skull, right? The brain takes information from outside. The brain doesn't get information inside. What I mean by outside is the brain processes information based on energy and particles in the quantum world. So when the brain does, the brain interacts with what's called the mind. The mind now isn't you. So people say, well, I thought I have a mind. You don't have a mind. You're experiencing the mind. The mind is a global or multiversal element that's connected to everything. So the first thing we gotta understand is that you, my friends, are not your thoughts, the negative one. You are not the mind. Okay, you are the awareness. Let's talk about the awareness part now. Now, you can observe your mind and you can observe stuff around you. That's called the awareness. That's the most powerful force you have. It's called your consciousness. It's called consciousness. Awareness is aware of the mind. Now, the first lesson, if you want to overcome your mind, is stop believing your mind and the thoughts that are coming in there, in particularly the negative thoughts. All right, so what happens is the mind is controlled primarily by the ego, the conscious mind. The conscious mind is a learning mind. It is what we call an experiencer mind. The conscious mind will look for things that has already happened to it or others around it. In other words, your conscious mind will say, if it's not happening to me, or it happened to that person or that person, it can happen to me. And then the conscious mind will make you start to believe and think that you're going to get the same thing. This is why you have to be careful when you watch certain things, because you're getting into the mind. And the conscious mind is driven by the subconscious mind. So this is why the world we live in is a program world, because they program us through negative media, stuff like that. So your mind says, oh, that's happening to them, it's going to happen to me. And this is where you have these thoughts, these self-defeating thoughts in the mind. See how that works? Now, once you understand that, then you can say, okay, so I am not this mind that's bugging me and telling me this stuff. But Mark, if I'm not the mind, then why does it affect me so much? Why do I feel it? Why does it put me down? Why can't it be just as simple as you're stating it? Just like well, because you got to understand the body now. The body is a sensory input information structure. Your body has nerves and inputs, and your body has emotions and feelings. And then what happens is we unconsciously associate ourselves with our feelings. So when we think something negative, we feel it. And then the mind says, oh, because I feel it, it's going to happen. So let me give you some great news right here, people. 99% of the negative patterns your mind tell you, it will never manifest in your life. I'll repeat that. 99% of your worst fears, the negative stuff your mind telling you that will happen, it will never happen to you. It's just the mind's way of keeping you safe. So the first lesson to overcome the mind is to understand that, oh, all these negative things that my mind is telling me, they're not actually going to happen for me or happen to me. That's the first thing. Now here's the big key that's going to help you to overcome your mind now. What is the awareness? It is you. See, awareness is your conscious. It's called your authentic higher self. Your awareness creates space and time. Space and time does not exist independently without an awareness observer. Because you're aware of it, you're creating space and time. So you're not in space and time, guys. However, it's tricky now. Here, your 3D world, your 3D body is in space and time. We get that. But your awareness, the part of you that's observing stuff, is not in space and time. It is outside of space and time. If you're outside of space and time, how can your mind stop you and make you this thing? Well, the mind does that because the mind creates the next big thing. It creates illusions. It gives you these images to make you think and believe it's happening to you. So if you understand that now, you say, wait a minute. So all of this is a fictitious movie or game. And it is. Your mind is basically running a fictitious video game to you. It's showing you the worst that could happen. And then your body is responding because your body is subconscious. Your body is illogical. Subconscious runs your body. So if for example, I'll give you a perfect example of that. If you're at a movie, right, and you're watching a scary movie, you intellectually know that this is a movie and it's not real, but your body doesn't know it. Your body is going to still react and jump and be scared because your subconscious is controlling your body. Your body is illogical. So you have to teach your body to the mind. So all you have to do, if you want to master your mind now, you have to talk to your body. For example, if you have these negative thoughts and you're feeling like anxious, you can just say, hey, relax. It's okay. It is just a thought. It's not happening. And your body, your nervous system will calm down. Your limbic system will calm down. And you'll notice yourself, oh my goodness, this stuff is working. By simply talking out loud to the body, which is a subconscious, it controls it, you'll start to settle down. Your anxieties will start to decrease because now you're teaching the body how to react to the mind. Our bodies were unconsciously taught how to react to the mind when you were a kid by other facets. Now you're going to reteach your body. And if you keep doing that, your body's going to start to accept it because the thing about the body and the subconscious, it continues to learn by repetition. See how that works? So that's it. The next thing you got to understand, guys, if you want to master to understand the mind, is to understand that you have a choice. You have options. Even though the mind isn't yours, you're interacting with it through your observation. You can affect the mind by what? By changing the subject in your mind. For example, if your mind comes in with something negative and saying, what's going to happen? You can literally say, wait a minute. I'm not feeling that. This is what I want to experience. I don't want to think about that. And then you can think of something else, and that will play in your mind. Many of us don't do that because we get carried away with our mind. You have to be what we call proactive in sharing your mind with only what you want. See that? Now, once you start to do that, that's when you will start to see the picture more clear. Now you'll start to channel in the positive things that you want in your life. All these good things are coming in that are out there, they're going to start to come into you. Because again, people, you are beyond space and time. You're infinite intelligence. This part of you right now is just an experience part. It's not something that's real, or it's not something that's, you think it's real because it's played by the brain. It's not. If it is real, then you cannot be an observer. If something is really real, there cannot be, you're just in it. You cannot be outside watching it. The next thing you got to do about your mind, guys, you got to be the watcher of the thoughts. That's the biggest tip. You're going to change your life right there. I'm sure what I mean by that. Now we're going to take our thoughts and we're going to give them an identity. We're going to make them like a person. So what you want to do is you want to separate and give your mind a person, like a personality. Like you already have a personality, you're going to give the mind now a name or a person. So you're going to say, well, this is Peter, this is Tom, and then you're going to give your mind an age. Make it like a little kid age, like 7 or 8 years old. And then you're going to say to the kid, and call it out by a kid because it's going to be inexperienced. Because remember, you're the awareness, you're higher. That means you have more knowledge because you create all of this. So your ego would be the kid. So if you identify your mind as a person or as something that you can relate to, it's going to be a lot easier for you to control it because it's something you can relate to. So for example, if you're noticing these negative thoughts coming in, you can step back and say, okay, I'm watching you, Peter. I'm watching you, Jane. A kid. Okay, so that's not what we want. Stop. And the mind will actually start to stop. And then you'll start to understand, oh my God, I didn't know this was so easy to do. And that's the secret. Once you identify and get out of it, boom. Okay, got that. Questions. How can I overcome a losing streak with the lottery? Well, you don't lose. What happens is you go through what I call flux. There's times when the energy change, you got to stay on your consistency. Don't worry about the losing or anything. As long as you're consistent, you'll pick back up. Don't try to do anything. Let it come in and let it happen to you or for you. See what I'm showing you? So, the big thing you guys got to understand is this, people. With the imagination you have, you are changing and creating your world as we go. You know, the world isn't here. It's what I mean by it is there's a physical thing here. It's a projection, and you are the controller of the projection. You know, when someone says, "Oh, Mark, when a tree falls in the forest, no one's there. Does it make a sound?" It's even deeper than that. There is no tree. The tree doesn't exist. Nothing can exist without you, an observer or awareness of it. Space and time you create space and time. We're in space and time, right? But you're outside looking and observing space because you're the observer of this. This is your avatar. This body right here is an avatar. You're the sole provider outside controlling the avatar. And what happens is when you get into the avatar game or the game of life right now, then you're going to develop tools to help the avatar. And one of the tools that were developed was your ego, your conscious mind. It developed intuition. So it developed things about the 3D world. And that can get against you because then we're programmed by other avatars in the game, other systems. And then they corrupt you so you think you're part of it. But you got to remember, you're the avatar. So all of this is a game. So if you start to not take your thoughts seriously and understand, these are just projections. These aren't what I want. I'm going to let them pass too. You will start to get it and your body will start to respond to it. The biggest reason, let me show you something. The biggest reason our minds get to us and we get anxiety and we get worry and all this stuff and we suffer from depression, it's not the thoughts themselves. We're going to always have thoughts because thoughts are going to come in because we're open. It's how we react to these things. It's our body. Our bodies create the experience. So when you have these anxiety, it's your body, your heart rate races, your nervous system gets into high gear. It sends these cortisone. It's the body. So if you want to fix this, we got to fix the body. If you can fix the body, the mind will take care of itself. And it's very easy to fix the body, guys. There's no rocket science to fixing your body. You know the easiest way to fix your body? Can someone tell me the easiest way to fix the body from the attack of the mental anguish of the mind? If you know that. I'm going to see a lot of things here. They might say, oh, nutrition, diet, sleep, exercise, all fasting, all of that good stuff. But here's how you fix the body. Meditation, see, these are all great stuff. Change your mindset, yes, but the simplest way that you can change your body right now is to talk to your body. You don't have to do breath work. You don't have to. Okay, let me prove it to you right now. If you ever get into an anxious situation or anxiety, because nobody ever tried this, because you've been taught and conditioned like, oh, God, this can't be. No, I can't do that. If you've ever been in a situation, let me tell you about the body. The body has the limbic system. It has the vagus nerve system. The limbic system is the part of the body where it houses your emotions and all these things come in, right? The nervous system, or autonomic nervous system, right? So your body is primitive. Your body isn't as smart as your conscious mind. Your body's like your subconscious mind. Your body, if you're watching like I said, a scary movie, your body's going to jump and react, even though it's not real. If you're outside and someone says, watch out behind you, you're going to jump. Your body developed that. So your body isn't as smart as you think it is. So that's good though. That's good. The body's a reactor. So what you do, here's what you do. If you're in a situation and you're having these negative thoughts, you're feeling you're going to get a panic attack or anxiety, all you have to say is this. Just like this. Just say, hey, tap yourself right here. Hey, relax. It's okay. It's not a threat. We're fine. Watch immediately. Your heart rate decreases. Because your body is illogical. The cells in your body, when you say something, they take it for real. They're going to listen to it. If you say, hey, relax, we're good. Everything is all right. There's no threat. The body says, okay. The cells calm down. That's it, man. I mean, everything else they're telling you is extra. It's your body. It's your cells. It's your imagination. It's your code. If you talk, you got to talk to it out loud. You can't talk it in your head. You got to use your vocal cords, because then the subconscious and the universe and the energy can work, and it can feel, it can vibrate, it can change. Your cells now vibrate. They listen and they say, all right, we're good. That's the easiest way you got to do. They don't teach people to start talking to themselves, calm their bodies down. No one did it because it seems so simple. They think it wouldn't work, but the body is simple. The mind is a part of that stuff. So if you can do that, you will shift. Now, what happens now when you start to do that? When you start to get out of the fight or flight state, that's called the fight or flight state. That's when your body now starts to relax and you start to get into your default state. Your default state is the state of abundance. Let me tell you something deep. Show you something deep right now. 90% of people are living an insanity lifestyle. Few people are living sane. Like insanity, crazy. Let me tell you why it's insanity. From the day you were born, your natural state was neutrality, peace, calm, and chill. That was your natural state. But you have been tuned into the fight or flight state from your subconscious. This is why everyone is so hyped. This is why people need to drink coffee. This is why people got to say, because their body is in a continuous fight or flight. It hasn't calmed down. That's why you build more stress and you're always feeling edgy, and because that is called the insanity state. Your body wasn't designed to live in that state. That's why it's called insanity. That's why things will go haywire. That's why you'll manifest what you don't want, because you're sending the insanity vibration. However, if you can talk to your body and tell your body that, listen, relax, everything is good. This is all a simulation. This is a game. We're having fun. We don't take ourselves, everything's going to right. Your body will actually calm down because it's illogical. Now you start to get back into your sanity state. This is now where you'll start to open and attract what you want. And people, this is all you have to do. You don't have to go on medication. You don't have to go do this. You don't have to go do that. All of this can help. You can do your breath work, your meditation. All that will help. But if you want to fix it, you have to talk to it, tell it what to do. It's there to listen to you. If it wasn't meant that way, you and I would never develop vocal cords. We would just have telepathy talking. We haven't got to that point yet. So you have to start to do this. You don't have to go and get like super massages. You don't have to do it all. You just got to talk to your body. Your body is waiting and listening to you. It wants you to tell it what to do. Hey, be healthy. Hey, get sick. Your body don't care. It's going to do it. Hey, feel good. Hey, feel anxious. Go do it. Your body will do it. Hey, relax. Your body will relax. Hey, you got to assure the body that everything is fine. That's all the body wants to know. Is everything okay? Hey, everything is okay. All right, I'll calm down now. The body calms down. You calm down. Your manifestation goes up. You get more of what you want. So you're always in control. You just got to get out of the illusionary part of it. But the biggest tip you guys got to start to use is, remember, you're the watcher. Just watch the thoughts. Don't judge the thoughts. If it's a thought you like, invite it in. If it's a thought you don't like, watch it go out. Tell the body, when the body starts to react to certain things, to say, hey, relax, we're good. The body's going to do it. And you're going to find yourself more or less in a peaceful state, and you'll always get on that nice vibe. Bam, bam, bam. See how that works? That's correct. You observe, but you do not absorb. Now you start to do that. Now you'll start to create more of what you want, because now you're going to be open to receive. You're not going to be closed with resistance. You always want to be in an open state, not a closed state. Open circuits, not closed circuits. When you're open circuits, you're going to have more information. When you're closed circuits, you're going to have limited access to your desires. Does that make sense? You see how it works? So that's how you master your mind, and that's how you use your mind to create your world. Your mind is a tool you have. It is not you. It's a tool. We use a tool. So someone says, the desperation and struggle, man. How do I act in desperation when I'm actually struggling? How do you not act in desperation when you are actually struggling, and how to get by? Okay, so yes, I get that. That again is the body. When the body fears something, it's going to go into that limbic state, the heightened state. So the first thing to understand is, if you're desperate, you got to say, okay, this desperation is being created by my body. Let me calm my body down first. Calm your body down. Tell your body it's going to be all right. Even though your conscious mind is out there telling you, man, look, we got these bills, we got this coming up, we got 2 days to do this. Your mind is logical, but your body isn't. So if you tell your body, hey, it's going to be okay, that's the first step. Your body's going to relax. The desperation now is going to start to alleviate. The mind will still be there, though, to bug you, because the mind says, hey, man, bro, we have a couple of days. We got to get this stuff going. We got to pay this bill. We got this deadline. I don't know how I'm going to do this. That's fine. We can deal with that. As long as the body's starting to calm down, now we can go to the mind. Now we go to the mind and tell the mind, hey, relax. This is what we're going to focus on. I don't know how I'm going to get this, but I know it's going to come. So relax. Once you do that, you open the channel for your higher mind, you, to bring the information to you to fix your problem. That's how you do it. In order to fix your problem, you got to get out of the state of panic and desperation. You cannot fix your problem in a state of desperation or panic. You're just going to bring more problems in. So you have to get your body out of that way by telling your body, even if you're looking around and say, oh man, it's Mark, but it ain't all right, man. I got this thing coming up in 24 hours. It's fine. It's still going to be all right if you tell you about it, because reality is not solidity. It can change in an instant. Things can happen. Something can boom, boom, boom. You'll be fine. I got a question for you. You're here up to this point. Everything in your life that you didn't believe you're going to overcome, you're here right now watching it, so you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine the same way. So this is the secret. If you do that, you'll see how things will just work out in your favor, just like that. Yeah, just know it's going to work out, because your mind is illogical. It will make it work out, because again, we're in a simulation. It's not real. It's not this fixed thing. It's something we're creating on the go, on the move. It's called the Matrix. So if this resonates with you, you're watching this, it is for you. It is going to work for you. This will boost your self-confidence. Self-confidence is going to be boosted the less you're anxious. You're going to be more calm. You're going to have more peace. That's going to make you feel better. It's going to make you feel confident. That's how it works. Self-confidence comes in when you're in a state of peace and neutrality, because you know who you are. That's the secret. And now you got it. You can go out and use it, and you'll see your life change. See you guys again.